Hello and welcome to today's lesson where we're looking at Level 5 leadership. Now, Level 5 leadership is a concept developed by Jim Collins in his classic business book, Good to Great. Now, to write Good to Great, 1,435 companies were analysed over a 40-year period. Now, the aim of this analysis was to find companies that had been good for a long time, but had then transformed into great companies. Now, specifically, he was looking for a sustained period of greatness. Now, from the over 1,400 companies analysed, just 11 were found that had gone from good to great. So the question the book tries to answer is what made these 11 companies successful? Well, one of the things was what Collins termed Level 5 leadership. So, in every good to great company that Collins studied, he found that they all had the same type of leader, and he named this type of leadership Level 5 leadership. Now, the concept is so fundamental to transforming a company from good to great that it's the first concept introduced in the book. Now, as you can see here, the 5 levels of leadership are, starting at the bottom, highly capable individual, contributing team member, competent manager, effective leader, and finally, great leader. So let's look at all of these in some detail. So the first level of leadership is highly capable individual. And if you think about an organizational hierarchy, then the lowest level of leadership is the highly capable individual. These are people who contribute using their skills, know-how, and good work habits. They're good at what they do, and they contribute simply by doing a good job. Now, the next level is contributing team member. And these are people who are able to use their skills and knowledge to help not just themselves, but their team succeed. They're good at what they do, and they also contribute to the success of the team. Now, moving up another level, we have competent manager. And these are managers capable of organizing their team to efficiently reach a predetermined objective. They contribute to the success of the organization by driving their team hard, but they don't determine the team's objectives or the objectives of the organization. Now, moving up to level 4 leadership, effective leader. This is the level at which the majority of leaders can be found. They're able to create the commitment to pursue a clear and compelling vision. They're also able to create a high-performing team. They contribute by inspiring their team so that the team wants to achieve their vision for the future. Finally, then we get to great leadership. These are the truly great leaders. So let's dig into this in a little more detail. So level 5 leaders have the abilities of the other 4 levels of leadership, plus a unique combination of being both strong-willed yet humble. And it's this combination of will with humility that makes them great. It also sets them apart from all the other levels of leadership. Now, leaders in the other 4 levels can, of course, produce success, but not enough for sustained organizational greatness. Now, remember that all the companies Collins found that went from good to great had this type of leader. Companies didn't go from good to great without this type of leader. So, what defines a level 5 leader and sets them apart are the following behaviors. Firstly, paradox of duality. Now, they are ambitious, but this ambition is for the organization to excel rather than themselves. Despite their ambition, they are modest about what they personally contribute. They're also self-effacing. This is countercultural if you think about it. In modern culture, we think of great leaders as being larger-than-life personalities, people like Richard Branson or Elon Musk. Secondly, they're driven. They're fanatically driven to produce exceptional results on a sustainable basis. Now, the key word here is sustainable. Their drive isn't short-lived, and neither are the results they seek. Next, they build successors. They build successors to be even more successful than they are. This is in stark contrast to level 4 leaders who will sometimes set up their successors for failure to make themselves look better. Next, they share praise. They share praise amongst the team when things go well. They take blame. They are happy to take the blame when things don't go well. So by sharing the praise and taking the blame, they make their team extremely loyal and committed to them. They're normal people. They don't have larger-than-life personalities, nor are they celebrities. And finally, they come from within the organization. Now, that's because their greatness comes from quiet, hard work, rather than one-off acts of heroism. So what is the definition of level 5 leadership? Well, as succinctly as we can give the definition of level 5 leadership as being a highly capable individual, plus a contributing team member, plus a competent manager, plus an effective leader, plus a strong will, plus humility. So to become a level 5 leader, you need to develop your professional skills and your emotional intelligence. And the following steps will help you. So number 1, develop your humility. Now, it's good to be ambitious, but it's better to be ambitious but humble at the same time. And tools which can help you to understand the importance of humility include referent power and emotional intelligence. Now, I'm not going to speak about these in this video, but below the video, I'll link to articles where you can learn more about these tools and other tools I describe on this slide. So secondly, they develop loyal followers. Now, level 5 leaders have followers who are committed and deeply loyal. And to develop those kind of followers, you can firstly start by taking responsibility. And secondly, you can use a tool called reward power. Third, they recruit from within. Level 5 leaders recruit from within. And actually, it's very difficult to find level 5 leaders from outside of the organization. Those type of leaders tend to be level 4 leaders, people who shout about their own successes. Level 5 leaders typically reach their position through, as we've said before, quiet, hard work. The fourth thing you can do is develop your drive. Now, level 5 leaders are exceptionally driven to achieve results. So one way you can do that is by setting clear yet challenging and exciting goals. Now, as part of this process, they hold themselves and others to very high standards. And they follow the adage, because of this, of hire slow, but fire fast. Now, if they have a problem team member, they're going to act quickly to rectify the problem, even if this means moving the team member on. And the final thing you can do to become a level 5 leader is you can lead with passion. And to develop your passion, make sure you have a clear and compelling vision for where you want your team or your organization to go. Now, in summary, level 5 leadership is a term introduced by Jim Collins in the book Good to Great. Level 5 leaders have 2 characteristics that set them apart from other types of leaders, and those are of being strong-willed yet humble. And these 2 characteristics might seem in contradiction to each other, but they're not. Willpower allows level 5 leaders to push for consistent success, and the success they aim for is for the organization's success, not their own. And because of this, it allows them to be humble about their own abilities and achievements. So that's it for this lesson. Really hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.